What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the AEW Dynamite Post Show. It's your girl, Denise Salcedo, joined by Righteous Reg. Reg, what up?
It's your favorite rapper, your favorite writer, your favorite podcaster. A quarter zip is a bag of weed, not a new outfit that people be wearing. Stop trying to flood my timeline with quarter zip commentary. That's not about pot. I'm here. Sorry, Denise. That was another. I just had to get that out because I've been frustrated with it the last couple of days. And here was the time I wanted to talk about it.
I don't know any of the words that just came out of your mouth, by the way.
There's a new popular thing with men. They call it quarter zip. It's like an outfit. You know, it's like a shirt that has like the zip that only comes down to right here.
And what about it, though?
Those are popular now. Everybody's wearing quarter zips. Well, I mean, people that don't have cool fashion that all just wear the same thing.
So you hate quarter zips?
I hate quarter zips because when they were talking about quarter zips, I thought they were talking about a bag of weed. But no, they're talking about a shirt. Because a quarter zip would mean like
I'm looking at the quarter zips right now. They're cute. What's wrong with them?
They can't confuse it with what it is, though. Get them a new name because a quarter zip is pot to me.
All right. Well, I mean, they look nice, though, the quarter zips. I've seen these like a million times. They've been around
but this is exactly what I was talking about with the fashion earlier. It's like, I hate that it's all trends. Like nobody has their own fashion since they're all following the same trends, and it's kind of boring.
Yeah. Oh, you can tell when someone's following a trend.
Yeah, it's not cool.
I can spot someone that's like following a trend a million miles away. Mm-hmm. Just the other day, I was seeing somebody. Okay, because like a lot of it now is like whatever's trending on TikTok, like that's what people kind of go with.
Exactly.
Like that's the thing. My sister was telling me how like Coach bags are back. Like Coach has made a resurgence. And I used to work at Coach. So I kind of have this like hate relationship with Coach because, you know, I just went through the shitter with them.
My mom had a time where she was just buying Coach bags. And I'm like, you got to stop. Lady.
Exactly. But that was a long time ago.
It was a while ago.
And so Coach purses like died for several years.
Yeah, she's off of Coach purses.
They're back. And I've been seeing some like girls with like Coach purses. And I'm like, girl, I'm like, those were like such a long time ago, but apparently they're back. So
everything comes back around, Denise. You know how the game goes.
I say this as I'm wearing a choker, by the way.
See?
But chokers came back. Yeah, the other day too, when I went to my trip like a couple months ago, my sister, you won't get this. You want to know what she pulled out of her bag? I nearly passed out. She pulled out a digital camera.
Oh shit! Where did she get that at?
Vacation. I don't know. And I'm thinking a digital camera. I had a digital camera. It sucked. I love my phone camera now.
Your phone's way better than that digital camera. I don't even know why she's doing that to herself.
Things come back.
It's a thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Shout out to the children. Denise got mad when I said. Denise got mad when I said 6'7" earlier. She's still mad at me about it. But
yes, because we behave on this show like adults, right?
I said 6'7" is just bouncing titties, and nobody responded to me because this is the taunt. It's like you bouncing some titties.
All right, Reg. I'm gonna have to put you on timeout, okay? Reg, go stare at the wall and think about what you've done. All right, we got to get into this show, everybody. So we're gonna do things a little bit differently because. For the most part, Dynamite today was kind of like match. I don't kind of want to sit here and be like, oh, yeah, that was good, blah, blah, blah.
It was all great.
It was all great, right? But after that, there's not really much else to say. There wasn't as much like story direction today. So I want to focus more so on Full Gear, considering that that's just a couple days away. So that's where we're going to kind of shift our focus on for today's show. Before we get into that, though, we do got a super chat here from Infamous Raider Loco here who says, what a match. I'm back and had a 50-minute convo with my daughter. She's coming back home from Georgia for a good just in time for Thanksgiving. So happy my baby girl and her fiance be living in Cali again. Stat winning. That was our main event for today. Red Velvet and Mercedes Moné, which she did get the victory, and then afterwards took out Chris Statlander. So we closed out the show with Mercedes on top. So I guess we can kind of kick things off right there with that match there. We are going to be seeing Chris Statlander versus Mercedes Moné. I definitely feel like this is one where, you know, I think everybody kind of knows like this is the one where Chris Statlander is going to get her victory because, Chris has defeated Tony. Her defeating Mercedes Moné, that's what's going to kind of put her over the top in terms of continuing to solidify her as an AEW Women's World Champion. They have great chemistry. I know the match is going to be fantastic, but I think we all know it's Chris's time for a victory.
Yeah, I think this is kind of the perfect way to start off Chris's title run, having her defeat Toni Storm, who was dominant as that world champion, maybe the greatest AEW women's world champion that there ever was. And then immediately having her, because it's always going to be when Mercedes is cooking with all the championships on the other side. Anytime somebody's the AEW women's world champion, that's always going to be a thing. Like, but what about Mercedes? What are you going to do with Mercedes? So them kind of getting to it, immediately letting Stat get a victory over her, I think is the way to go. And like you said, Denise, they've had some great matches already, two really good, some of Mercedes' best matches in AEW. So I think this is the way to build towards her title run and give her a little bit more on the backs of this.
Yeah, I'm with it. All right, so let's move on. We got Hangman Adam Page versus Samoa Joe. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. All right, if you missed our watch along last week, or if you missed my earlier predictions video that I dropped like 2 weeks ago about this specific match, Hangman Page and Samoa Joe, I feel like Joe might actually take this. And part of my reasoning for this was that I just feel like where we're at right now in this point in time, I've been seeing Samoa Joe oozing a lot of confidence. He's been looking very different on the television. And mind you, Samoa Joe's kick ass. I don't think he should lose again to Hangman. And I'm not saying it's going to like kill Samoa Joe, but when you magnify it and just focus on this story and the story that they are telling right now, I think Samoa Joe might take this strap, or else they're just kind of running it back for shits and giggles. And I don't think they should do it just for shits and giggles.
I hear you with that. Like I don't like that they're just running it back for that. Like I do like the transition of what happened from the first match of Samoa Joe going full heel, the rest of the ops kind of being full heel. We got that great match last week with Hangman and the Big Homie Powerhouse Hobbs. Got a really fun match with Hangman and Shibata today. So I do like that direction. And Samoa Joe on commentary was hilarious. He was on 10 the whole time. He's yelling, he's laughing, he's antagonizing Tony Schiavone. So like all this is great, but I just can't see with where we've been with Hangman Adam Page, Samoa Joe being the one to defeat him. I mean, there is some story being told there because of what happened when Samoa Joe was world champion. Hangman Adam Page was involved with that, swerving it out, coming out on top. But like they've been in the same vicinity with this world championship. So if Samoa Joe did beat him, it would be a story. It would make sense, but I just can't see it. Hangman Adam Page has been on a really good run. I still think, kind of like with Statlander, we got to build this reign up for Hangman Adam Page and continuously give him big wins. We need to solidify him beating Samoa Joe on Saturday, so there is no other rematches, and show him coming out on top of this.
All right, we got a bet going, by the way. If Samoa Joe wins, Reg has to appear on the Saturday night's main event watch along.
Oh, God.
If Hangman Page wins, and I'm wrong, I have to wear a Death Rider shirt.
Let's go. Hangman Adam Page. This is easy. I'm not even worried. There's no sweat, nothing. Like this is going to be the easiest victory I've ever gotten. So get your shirt ready, Denise.
Damn you. All right. I look, you got to take some risk. All right. You got to take some risk. I'm taking a risk. I'm going with a prediction and I'm sticking with it.
Just a shirt.
It's just a shirt. It's just a shirt. It's going to take me like it's like with taxes and everything, it's going to be like $45 off of AEW shop.
Oh, damn. Unfortunate.
All right. We got Brodito versus FTR for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. Look, Bandito and Brody are my boys, man. I love them. But I know that I think you mentioned during the watch along that you think FTR is taking this, right?
I did. I've mentioned it a couple of times just because what FTR has been doing the last couple of weeks, setting this up, how they've been moving, it feels like this is the time for Brodito. I just think with where the season with AEW, where we're going into Continental Classic stuff, we're going into World End, I think it might be better to have, even though they're incredible, Brodito is one of the best tag teams in the world right now, what they've done the last couple of months. I think it might be better to have the both of them as single stars for the rest of this year, just because of the stories we're going to try to tell. So it might be the time for them to give up those championships. Like it wasn't going to be a forever, these are the tag teams of the future, they're going to do this, just because they're two big single stars that I think do a lot more in that. But the matches that we've gotten and what FTR has done this last couple of weeks, that great thing with Stokely and Brody punching through the door, I think that's all
fun.
great. But I think FTR is going to get them championships back on Saturday, to the dismay of my co-host here.
Look, I love Brodito, but here's the thing though. If they do lose, and obviously they go back as singles, which I love, I want them to because I see big things for them. If they're forgotten about, oh, I'm going to be pissed, man. Reg, I'm going to be pissed.
Can Bandito be forgotten about at this point, Denise?
He better not.
Can he? Is it
He
possible?
better not.
I don't feel like it's possible.
TK. I will at TK.
And I feel the same way about Brody King, honestly. I think that
Exactly.
he's done what he's done alongside Bandito and what they've done to the prestige of these championships when they were sitting in peril for a little bit. I think needs to be commended. He needs to be rewarded for doing this. Like, you can't just let these guys fall by the wayside after this.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want Brodito to just like go into the abyss or something. Like, I need both of them to like, I see both of these guys being, you know, someone that could go up and face the AEW world champion. Like, that's the kind of level that we see these guys. Like, people are talking about Bandito being wrestler of the year. You can't just like let that go by the wayside, you know?
Absolutely.
We got Marcus M here who says, watching the main event, I never noticed how similar Monet and Red Velvet move in the ring. They even kind of sell and bump the same. Hey, that's a really good notice. One of the things that they're also very similar in their physique. They're very petite girls. So I feel like maybe that also kind of plays a part.
It was almost a mirror match. The reason that I've been looking forward to this match for so long is exactly what Marcus is describing. I'm like, oh, they kind of work the same. They kind of have the same body types, a lot of the same stuff and the same kind of drive. So I knew that they would cook. I wish the circumstances weren't the best at the end of a 3-hour show. People are kind of tired. The crowd wasn't the greatest there, but I think they worked super hard.
We got Infamous Raider Loco. Thank you, Marcus. He says, okay, as a lifelong WWE fan, I have embraced AEW early stages and love both companies. I get what I need out of both companies. With that said, Hangman needs a longer title run. One of the first caught my eye along with others. Hashtag Hangman.
Hangman, the main character. Like, we got to continue the story. I think there's a lot of stories to tell if we have some returns coming in here. We got Swerve kind of looming in the background. We got your boy Max. I don't know where he is. I don't know if his movie's up, but like, there's a lot of people, I think, on the backs of this that I think Hangman needs to work with as the world champion.
Thank you, Frank, and for the very generous super chat, too.
Thanks, Frank.
We got Kenny Omega and Jurassic Express versus the Young Bucks and Nick Jackson. I'm sorry, the Young Bucks and Josh Alexander. This is a $1 million trios match, by the way. So TK paid up on this one, and we know the Young Bucks need the money. This is one of the top matches that I'm most looking forward to. Like, I look at this card, and there's a couple of matches that are rematches, and then there's some that I just don't really like, are not really my thing. This is one of those like top 3 matches where I cannot wait to see this. Like, are you kidding me? Like, you got Josh Alexander, who's an incredible wrestler. You got the Young Bucks, who are so much fucking fun. And then you got Kenny Omega in there, one of the GOATs, with Jurassic Express, who've been kicking ass ever since they got back together. This is a recipe for a fun ass match.
Yeah, I think with like what we saw today with the return of Kenny, that big pop that Boston actually gave. They gave a few big pops tonight, and Kenny Omega was one of them.
I would hope so.
Yeah, right. The energy when Kenny Omega's on the show, Denise, is unmatched. Like, no matter what, there's a couple of wrestlers in here that feel like something. They feel like a big moment. They feel like a big star. Kenny Omega still exudes that. Like, having a pay-per-view match with him just feels important still. The Young Bucks have been on an insane run the last year or so, but the last 6 months have been extra crazy. They've done some wild trios matches just on Dynamite. So getting them in a pay-per-view match with Kenny, who they have history with, they're doing this Don Callis family stuff, mixing in some story elements. Jurassic Express is just trying to get back out there. They're trying to get from under the shadow of that Christian and Cope stuff and get back into who they were. And I think this is the exact match to do it. Josh Alexander, I interviewed him for PWI like, shit, it feels like 4 years ago now. And then he was like, Kenny Omega, like anytime you say something about who's your dream match, who's the guy, what do you want to do? It's always Kenny Omega. It's always been. So him being in there again with Kenny Omega, I think it's going to be even better with pay-per-view time and pay-per-view standards. Like Denise said, this is one of the most anticipated matches because of all the people involved.
Oh, 1000%. Then we got the Casino Gauntlet match for the inaugural AEW National Championship.
Yep.
Of course, we only know a couple of people. That includes Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, Ricochet, Kevin Knight, and Speedball Mike Bailey. And of course, everybody else will, be a surprise. I love these kinds of these gauntlets because you never know who's going to come through. And AEW usually delivers on these.
They do.
Based on the names involved, I think we came to an agreement that Ricochet is kind of the best option for this because he's somebody that when I look at Ricochet, he really started off AEW really, really hot in that feud with Swerve Strickland. Like, that's what made Ricochet kind of stand out in a totally different light. Like, yeah, he was already coming in and starting to have banger matches, but I think the feud with Swerve is what showed Ricochet in a different light. So now I feel like he needs more of that direction. So if he had that belt, it would put him front and center with a purpose on the show.
Yeah, like you said, usually these Casino Gauntlet matches have been great. They've had some surprises. It's been like a mystery for a lot of these shows. This time, I don't know if we're going to get to that element. I think that with the names announced in this, I think today on the show, Bobby Lashley and Ricochet had a match. The winner was to be the first person in the gauntlet. Bobby Lashley won. I don't know if it's going to get as deep as it has in the previous times with the Casino Gauntlet, where we have 10 and 15 guys. Because if Bobby Lashley's first, like we've seen today, he can run through guys. I like how they're having that extra element of Shelton Benjamin won his match with Speedball Mike Bailey, so he's the second guy in there. Are they going to fight? Will it get past the two of Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin? They might just knock each other out in the first minute. Somebody pins somebody, and that's the way to go. So that's an extra element added on top of that of like, we might not see anybody because Bobby Lashley could run through him. I made my prediction a couple times on the show. It's either Ricochet or Bobby Lashley for a lot of reasons Denise described. If they're going to actually abide by what they said this championship's going to be, and it's going to be defended across AEW, CMLL, all these different indies and places like that, Ricochet represents that more than anybody because everybody on the indies has been wanting to have a match with him, and he just like a national title, somebody going town to town, he represents that, especially what he's been doing recently. He's talking a lot on this show today, so I hope that he gets rewarded for talking so much shit recently. This could be super fun, though. Jet Speed's in this. Denise said she'd like to see Kevin Knight get a nice little run in that. Like, he's also like a kind of a dark horse. If he pulled out this kind of sneak victory, I think that shit would be awesome. So this is cool. I still don't know what this championship's going to be, Denise. I'm just waiting to let it develop, but I do like this match and I do like the participants in it.
Yeah, I can't wait to see who the surprise ones are. If there's someone really good, then I might change my answer. But at least right now, with the names we know, it'll have to be Ricochet.
Right.
Next up, we got a rematch in Kyle Fletcher and Mark Briscoe. No DQ match for the TNT Championship. And if Briscoe loses, he will be forced to join the Don Callis family. The stipulation definitely adds a lot to it, but even though this match was good on Wrestle Dream, it wasn't a match that I kind of necessarily felt we had to see again. Mm-hmm. But again, with the added stip, it does give a little bit more interest to it. But I just don't think they have that much for Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the fence with this one because I like their last previous matches, and I think it's two of my favorite wrestlers, Mark Briscoe and Kyle Fletcher, are awesome. They have tremendous matches, but I don't know if the rematch was necessarily so needed. And the story that they've been telling, I don't know if it's been the best story. Like, I think there's some intrigue in Don Callis family and Mark Briscoe joining the Don Callis family, but I'm also trying to having a little bit of, I don't know if I should say it out loud, Don Callis family fatigue. God damn, you guys.
I've been saying it all over the watch along. This is no longer, I'm going to get my joke off here on the post show too. This is no longer AEW Dynamite. It's AEW Don Callis.
Like, dude, I understand. I'm a big fan of all the guys in it, but it might be a little bit overload. I'm like, okay, give somebody else a TV time. Give somebody else a shot. We don't have to see Don Callis in every fucking segment.
Reg,
there are other people on the roster.
I've been saying this.
Today seemed excessive, though. I'm like, it's been crazy.
5 segments.
Today
backstage,
was excessive.
In ring, commentary table, ring announcing. What else did I forget? That's at least 4 right there. I'm pretty sure there was another one.
So, like, I mean, I do like what the Don Callis family is doing. Like I said, I like everybody.
What's it doing? It's putting Don Callis over. That's what it's doing.
But I mean, like, Takeshi and Okada are telling a fun story. I do like Okada.
In the background.
Okada kind of antagonizing Kyle Fletcher.
We had one confrontation with them. One confrontation.
It's too much. I hear you. I'm with you. Don Callis is in somebody's ear and it's working. That's it.
What
It's
can we
just too
say?
much.
He's all over the
Yeah.
show. He's all
Yeah.
over the show. Like, it should be about the people in the group.
Yeah.
But hey, what do I know? All right, let's see what we got here. We got Infamous Raider Loco here. It says, I'm saying Mox had a long run with Title and Briefcase. They can't do this to us. Kenny and Bucks, another I learned about and loved. Can't have Bucks and Briscoe all in Don Callis. Please, no. I don't think the Bucks will be in Don. You think the Bucks? But the
No.
The Bucks are going to be in Don Callis.
I think Mark
family.
Briscoe is going to be. I think he's going to lose this match against Kyle Fletcher, and they're going to play with that story. But I don't think the Bucks are.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Ernie Fox says, did he stop hating on the Don? Watch, pretty
the
soon,
Don.
You're going to have Don fatigue. Don fatigue. Oh, I'm coining that right now. Don fatigue is incoming.
And I'm a fan. That's the part that makes me upset about it. I like everybody in the Don Callis family. I even like Don, but it's just too much, you guys. That's it.
All right. Now, the match that I'm most excited for Full Gear, like, this is the match I'm tuning in for. Darby Allin and Pac.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's the good stuff, man. I don't even give a fuck who wins. I just want to see this match. There's gonna be little hearts coming out of my eyes, little stars. You name it. Take my wallet, Tony. This is the match I'm waiting for.
There's this thing, Denise, of we do this multiple times. Sometimes we're like, the story going into a pay-per-view, it's not the best. AEW sometimes could not take their foot off the gas, but like they know that when we get to the big show, they're going to cook. And we always come out of it with like, damn, that match was insane. This is that match. I think we're going to leave that show and be like, do you see what Darby and Pac did? They're fucking nuts. I mean, they're going to top Pac gorilla press slam this guy off the entrance into a flaming table. Set this fool on fire. This fool was on fire. We saw the picture. We saw the video. But I like him telling the story today of being like, on Saturday, there's no weapons. There's no plunder. There's no nothing. It's just going to be the two of us, and I'm going to beat your ass. And I like Darby Allin in those situations where it's like, all I got is me. I'm going to use my body as a weapon. I'm going to do this. Pac's one of the best wrestlers in the world. This could be match of the night, like easily.
Oh, it's gonna be. If it's not this one, it's gonna be the sixth man.
But I would like to see Darby Allin away from the Death Riders also, and I love the Death Riders.
Yeah, but Pac's the best part of the Death Riders.
Yeah, it's not really the same with Pac.
And by the way, today's promo that Pac had proved my point once again that Pac needs to be on his own.
That's all I'm saying.
He's got this new look, new vibe, cool promo. Get him on his own. He's
a little bit lost, a little bit. He shouldn't be a background player for the Death Riders.
He could have been the challenger for Hangman.
Absolutely. When he could do a promo like we saw tonight, and we know how he does in matches. This guy's a forever contender.
Oh, I'm a Pac fan. That's all I got to say. All right, we got the four-way tag team title match. Four-way tag team match with the four teams that are in the final four of the women's tag team tournament for the women's tag team titles. Yep. The winner of this match will get to pick the stipulation in the finals of the tag team match. So we got Harley Cameron and Willow, Julia and Sky, Mina and Tony, and Marina and Megan Bain, who, by the way, eliminated Ty and Anna, which was pretty surprising.
I think a lot of people are on the fence about how they feel about it because they feel like, why are we making makeshift teams win this? Why are the teams that have been established in this division losing? It's an interesting choice, but I never really believed that Ty J was going to do anything.
They were fan favorites, Reg.
They were, but you're facing Megan Bain. As soon as I heard they were facing Megan Bain, I'm like, oh, they're not.
Yeah, which is no, that's not even the reason. No. I don't think so. I think the reason why they won this was because Marina Shafir is part of the Death Riders.
No, she was gonna. If the Penelope was there, they were still winning. Like they weren't gonna.
No, I don't think so.
They were not. No. You think TJ was gonna beat Megan and Penelope?
Yes.
I'm very happy that you think that, but that is so wrong.
Well, they should. They should have.
I like Anna and Ty. They didn't have a chance in this. Like I hear what you guys are saying. They should have a chance, but they didn't. They never did. There was not.
No, I'm sorry. I think Ty and Anna are a stronger tag team than Penelope and Megan.
I agree, but there was not one day that they were going to win that match.
And not so one. I still think they would have won. I think the only reason why they won this match, Marina and Megan won this match is because Marina's in the Death Riders. No, and we all know that AEW loves the Death Riders.
They were never winning this match. Even if Penelope was on the other side, they were not. They're not. Why would they?
Because
They were going to have one feel-good team,
it
and
felt
that's the
like these
Sisters of
titles
Sin.
were meant for them. They've been calling for these titles. They're like the longest AEW women's tag team that they've had that's in this tournament.
Name one victory. Name one time they name
It
the
would have
last
been,
match they had.
to me, I feel like given all of the what they've done, they should have gone further in this tournament. I think they did Ty and Anna a disservice by eliminating them like that.
The story just didn't tell me that they were going to win, is what I'm saying. Like the AEW
what
TV hasn't.
Story?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That
what story?
They haven't told me that they're gonna win. They haven't won any matches. They haven't been set up.
That didn't happen either with Megan and Penelope or
Megan
and
Bain
Marina.
has been destroying everybody. What do you mean?
Okay, great, cool, whatever. But has it been like super impactful? No.
Yes, it has.
Not to
most
me.
people have been like, she's gonna win this. This tournament is kind of built on the backs of Megan Bain. That's why I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I think it should have been Ty and Anna.
We're saying two different things
we
here, though,
are
Denise. That's not who I'm saying. I think they should have two, but they weren't. There wasn't 1 day, 1 hour, 1 minute where they were scheduled to win, because why would they?
Reg shoulda, coulda, woulda, but didn't.
Exactly.
We got infamous Raider Loco here who says, have a good night, my righteous Hollywood doesn't work. I like that. Says, either way, catch up tomorrow. That fatal 4-way tank match, count me in. Those women gonna go ham. Yeah, because the women are money.
Just like Denise said on the pod, this year has been the women's year. So they deserve more opportunity, especially pay-per-view matches. Like, they should always have a pay-per-view match, have more than one pay-per-view match, because they've been running the wrestling industry across all brands.
We got Grapple Geekery here who says, y'all talk about Dawn like I talk about Jericho and the D-Riders. I'm not there yet because the family has not annoyed the living F out of me like them. Don't worry, you're getting there. That meter, I should put a meter. I'm going to have the Dawn fatigue meter, and every week we're going to add to it.
I never thought I was going to get there, Denise. I like the Don Callis family, but it's like, all right, again, this guy's going to talk some more. You know what I mean?
Maybe I'm influencing you, Reg.
It could be.
I'm a bad influence.
You're a bad influence.
Thank you, Grapple Geekery. All righty. And anyways, by the way, who do you think's winning this 4-way tag team match?
I think it's going to be the team that's not going to win the belts. So
Julia and Sky?
Yeah. I don't know how, but they're going to.
And they looked badass today, by the way.
They did. Oh, man. That promo with Tekla and them, just Julia and Sky were going back and forth with the sentences and the words and the shit. Great. Loved it. Amazing.
John Moxley and Kyle O'Reilly no holds barred match. Reg, since you're so freaking excited about this match, tell us what you think.
D-Riders, baby. A no holds barred match and a no disqualification match. I've been trying to figure out while they're doing that. I do like this story arc of Kyle O'Reilly. He's been kind of in the position that I thought Darby Allin would be in, because he's kind of acting like the killer of the Death Riders. Like, he went to the head. Like, you see Darby over here with Pac. Kyle O'Reilly's been like, no, John Moxley, I want that fool. I want the main guy. I want to do him. He's been like, every time he's been involved with them, he goes right for Moxley. He went in there, locked on the ankle lock tonight. The ending of Blood and Guts was bloody Kyle O'Reilly on John Moxley. So I do like the story arc of Kyle O'Reilly getting more. People want to see him succeed. It's going to lead to John Moxley getting jumped out of the Death Riders. All that's super fun, but it seems like another rematch, so there's not as much heat behind it as there should be. It's kind of a rematch show, like we've been talking about, Denise.
He's trying, though. He's trying. He puts some effort.
He did.
Yeah, he put some effort. Alrighty. There are 3 pre-show matches. Big Boom AJ and QT Marshall teaming on to take on Rocky Romero and Trent Beretta. We got another match, a 4-way tag team match for $200,000. Max Caster and Anthony Bowens versus the Bang Bang Gang versus Big Bill, Brian Keefe, the Outrunners. So this is the collision match. We got the CML World Trios Championship, Máscara Dorada, Místico, and Neon versus John Callis, family, Okada, Takeshita, and Salcedo. That actually looks really kick-ass. That third match is what I think it was Sheldon who said that he predicts that's the one that's going to start off Full Gear.
Hot start. If we're going to continue this hot start thing, that match is the way to do it. Okada and Takeshita, Mystico on the fucking pre-show. You want to get these guys on the big show, because these are all big stars out here. That match should be fire, though. I'm hoping to get on early and check out that show, but I'm not promising you guys anything.
We'll try. An effort will be made. Wait, what time does Full Gear start? Doesn't it start at a normal time this time?
Yeah, it starts at 5. So the pre-show will be at 4.
Yeah. All right, we might actually we'll do the pre-show then this time if you
Okay.
want to tune in for the pre-show, Reg.
Do you?
I want to see that fucking main event. I don't
Yeah,
really
totally.
care about the first two. I care about the main event.
Yeah, me too.
Well, the main event of the pre-show.
The main event of the
I should
pre-show.
rephrase
Yes,
that.
yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Alrighty, everyone. That is it for us here today. Thank you guys so much for watching AEW Full. Wait, I was thanking everybody for watching the pay-per-view already.
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet. That was too premature. All right, AEW Full Gear Predictions Preview Show here with Reg and I. If you enjoyed this video, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Daily pro wrestling content. If you are an AEW fan, I'm just going to say it. I think we do the most AEW coverage out of any channel that is out there because we do watch-alongs, we do reviews. I put a shit ton of AEW interviews on this channel. So I'm just going to say it. We have the most AEW coverage.
Speak on it, Denise. Speak on it.
Speak on it. I'm speaking on it. I feel the power.
Because they be having us fucked up, Denise. That's what you really want to say. Like, we be out here. We're in the trenches with AEW. Every week, we talk about it. Like, I was like, we're going to talk about AEW for like 10 hours this week. And that's just the norm for us. We're constantly doing this. And that's all it is.
Exactly. Acknowledge us.
Acknowledge
these nuts. All right, I'm done. This is why they don't acknowledge us. We always
That's
say
why. Yeah, we go overboard.
All righty, everybody. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye. I'll be back for SmackDown coverage. And then we'll be here for Full Gear coverage. All righty, everyone. Take care. Bye.
Peace.